Okay, let's start. Quick revision of this category. We have already discussed about social engineering attack, insider attacks. Let's talk about malware today. Malware and malware categories. There were few points mentioned here in insider attacks. Those were remediation, or those were the kind of things which you can do in order to avoid such attacks. That we can discuss at the end. That's not a problem. We'll discuss about malware first. Now, coming to virus, first starting with malware, this is a malicious software. Okay, that should be the definition, malicious software. Starting with the first category, which is virus. Virus is a type of malware. Okay, it needs a host. In order to do something, it will need user to perform some action, maybe open a file, open an attachment, run a program. It will need a host or a program to activate. When you open it, that virus activates. So this virus, he will need your help to spread. Whereas the second category which we have is a worm. Worm is also a malware that can copy or that can replicate itself automatically across systems or across networks. Worm does not require any user actions to spread its infection. If one device gets infected, automatically others can also get infected. So virus, he will need user action, whereas worm, he will spread automatically. That is the difference. Okay, worm will spread its containment or its effects in a faster way compared to virus. Virus will need a host. Worm does not need a host. It can self-replicate. Okay, so let's move on to the third category, which is Trojan. Have you heard of Trojan? No? Listening it for the first time?
I've heard the
Yes.
term.
Yeah, I've never
Mhm.
heard about it.
Okay. Let me ask you one thing. Have you ever downloaded any cracked games or any fake premium software? Or maybe that there has been recently few applications which can increase your Instagram followers, or it can give you free Netflix account. Have you heard of it?
I've seen like advertisement, but I haven't done it by myself because I feel like it's fake or like some kind of spam or like scam.
Mhm. We have done it a lot. Like at least I have done it a lot. Using cracked games, downloading it from internet, and then installing it on your device and then playing it. Why? Because they were free of cost. So such kind of software which actually tend to be free softwares but contains malware inside it. That is what exactly Trojan does. Now, why is it called a Trojan? Because there is a story behind it. Okay, it's said that it comes from a famous story of Trojan horse. Thousands of years ago, Greek soldiers, they wanted to enter the city of Troy. Okay, what they did, they built a giant wooden horse, a big giant wooden horse. And people of Troy, they thought that this is a gift. So what they did was they brought this wooden horse, this big wooden horse, inside the city, considering that it is a gift for them. But at night, soldiers hidden in that horse, they came out and attacked the city itself, the city of Troy. So if you see, they thought something is free, something is legitimate. They brought it inside the city, and later those things or those soldiers sitting inside that Trojan horse destroyed it, destroyed the city. So a simple definition of Trojan: a malware disguised as something good. You can note it down. Trojan, again, it is a category of malware, a malware which is disguised as something good. He pretends to be something useful, something safe, something legitimate, but at the end of the day, it is trying to trick the users into installing something. Okay. Another example: imagine someone comes to your house uh, wearing a uniform. They might have ID card, they might have a company logo, everything, like you see in movies. You open the door, later you discover he was a thief. He is a Trojan. You opened the door. Why? Because you thought that person is wearing a uniform. He had an ID card. He had a company logo. He looked legitimate. But now he is a thief. That is a Trojan. Clear? Simple?
Can you please repeat one more time?
Sure. Something which looks legitimate, okay, a malware, a category of malware, which looks useful, which looks safe, which looks legitimate, original, but it is tricking your users to install something which they should not. It is disguised as something good. But at the end of the day, it is created to harm your device. So how it works is, attackers, they will create this malware. Okay, it's a malicious program, so they'll create it. Then attacker, they'll disguise it into something useful. Now imagine a very stupid example though, but just stuck my mind right away. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I want to make sure you guys go into deep sleep. There is a tablet for it. Okay. If I give you that tablet upfront, like in your hand, will you take that tablet? No, right? Instead, I know Aga likes cakes. He likes cakes a lot. I'll try to stuff that tablet into that cake and then give it to you. You thought you'll eat that cake, right? You like that cake. You'll trust, oh, this is a cake. I like cakes. Chocolate cake. I'll eat it. Inside that, there is a tablet. So attacker is disguising it as something useful. Victim, he usually downloads this thing, fake softwares. You go on nowadays this thing has reduced a lot, but back in 1990s or start of 20 2000s or up till 2015, I'll say, you used to get web pages. Everyone has seen that songspk.com website and all, right? You get too many download buttons here and there. You get free software buttons. Click here to download, click here to download. You click any random button and something gets installed on your device. You think, oh, this is a song download button, you'll click on it. Once you click on it, something else also gets downloaded on your device. What is that? That is a Trojan. So victim, he installs it and that malware becomes active. One point to remember, this is an important one. Unlike worms, Trojan do not self-spread. So do not get confused between Trojan and worm. Worms, they spread by itself. Trojan will wait for the user to install it. There can be any fake mobile apps, any Adobe um, Adobe apps, Adobe crack apps, fake antiviruses. When antivirus was new as a software, it was very trending. You have Norton, you have what other categories of virus are there? Antivirus? I know of Norton. Any other examples of antivirus?
I think there was Avast,
Uh,
AVAST.
yes, Avast, yes. Which one?
Kaspersky,
Yes, that one as well.
McAfee.
So McAfee, yes, this was the famous one. So when this was new, everybody wanted it on their device, thinking that it is going to protect your device. Just go on the website and you see free installation of antivirus. You click on it. It's not antivirus, guys. That is a malware that you are downloading on your device. So this is how it used to work. Tricking your users, tricking your
Wait,
end
I'm
users.
sorry.
Yeah,
Did you just say like the antivirus is also malware that we were downloading? Is that what you just said? Or
free antivirus. Free
oh, okay, okay,
antivirus.
okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I just misheard.
Hmm. Like that is what I'm saying. Like till 2015, nowadays you won't see it much. But have you used that websites where there are too many download button coming up? You know which one to click. You're not sure about any song, any software, any antivirus. So you get such buttons. You don't know which is the original one. Even if you click on the original one, something else gets downloaded with that uh, you know software. So it's a trick used by attackers so that this Trojan is delivered on your device. Now, what can a Trojan do? How dangerous it is to your device? Trojan can do almost anything. It can steal your password. For example, if it is sitting on my device right now, it can look at my Gmail passwords, Facebook password, bank password, whatever I'm using, browsing. It can steal my personal data, my photos, contacts, documents. If he wants, he can install more malwares. One Trojan enters, he can give a gate to open for spywares, ransomwares. He can give remote access to device. For
So,
example,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. So basically, Trojan is like a gateway entry for like another kind of malware. Is that what you're saying?
yes, it can
Okay.
be.
Okay.
Okay, so the category, this Trojan category, it is successful because humans they trust this thing. Aga, he trusted me, right? He thought I'm giving him a cake to eat. So he trusted it. Attackers, they know this. People often click because they get curious, they get excited. They might be in hurry, no matter what. They are targeting human behavior here. Something like your first category, which is phishing. They're targeting human behaviors here. So once that Trojan is installed on your device, your computer might become slow. Browser that keeps on redirecting to such websites which you should not be seeing. Antivirus might get disabled.
Tempting also come into this category. Like they tempt you with, you want a prize, you got a jackpot, a blah 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 kind of a thing. It comes in
Not no.
not
That's something not legitimate.
okay.
And you're talking about the Facebook followers like that. How does those works on that?
Facebook followers, there are applications, free applications.
Oh,
In recent trends, there everyone is behind Instagram and Facebook to increase their followers, right? They offer fake followers. You just have to install the application, add the numbers, and then it will reflect on your count that is there. For example, you have 300 as followers. If you install that software, they'll be like you can add 300 more. And people usually become greedy. Oh, I have to show off, right? I'll have to show the world that I have so many followers, I'm famous. They do it out of greed. What is the consequence of that? A Trojan is getting installed because it is a free software. It's nobody provides followers, right? So out of greed, out of human behavior, an attacker is getting advantage of it.
On my Instagram account, though, in the beginning, what I had, I mean, I didn't want many followers, but
Mhm.
a lot of other people that were looking for followers, somehow I never clicked follow, but somehow
Mm-hmm.
I was following them, and then I would see their feed and see that I was following them, but I had never clicked into it. So
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
maybe one of their, those free things were working.
Right. So
It just, yeah,
how will
how
you
would I
protect
know? It
yourself?
just pulled my
Hmm.
information and had just something clicked follow from my side. I don't know how that happened,
Hmm.
but it was on a lot of accounts and it wasn't me. And I had to keep unfollow, unfollow, delete. Yeah. So, but it,
Right. That happens. Because this is sensitive information. Even if your mutual friends are infected, you might see many of your friends might say their account is hacked or something like that. So if you are in their mutuals also, that there is a possibility that your information, your data was stolen, right? For example, I'm in your mutual friend list, okay, on Instagram, and my account got hacked. From my account, if I can get or I can grab Saraswati's information, your account is also at stake, right? Your photos, your information that you write in bio, all these things. It's easy. So how are you going to protect yourself against these Trojans? What do you think? Now this is a fake software, okay? It looks legitimate, but it is a fake software. How are you going to prevent yourself?
Yeah, not downloading any software like that which gives free. They looks expensive only, but they looks free. We cannot download that items now.
Right.
I think like even if it's like legitimate account, like when it says like track data, or like do you allow to like sell your data, like you have to read it carefully before you sign off your rights to like give your information. So I
Hmm.
think like that could be like something to look forward to too.
Correct. Anything else? I got two inputs. Both are right. Anything else that you can think of?
Hmm.
We can use antivirus.
Using antivirus. Yes, antivirus also helps. Not up to that extent because this is more based on human behavior,
Okay.
right? Even if you have antivirus, you are allowing yourself to click on that button, right? Fake software.
No, if you have a antivirus and you click on that software button, so still it will protect you or not? Antivirus.
High chances that it will protect you. It will
Mm.
give you, prompts. The file that you are downloading is malicious.
Mm.
But does it stop you? No.
No, I think like it will give you warnings like saying
Yes,
It's like
warning, this
a
might be a
pop-up block
scam.
like that. It might be
right.
pop-up blocked sometimes when you try to download it goes on the URL side like a pop-up block with a screen, and we need to always open that.
Yes. You just click on OK. At least I used to do that. I know being a kid, I was too much into games. Okay. The trick when I came to know that okay, I'm getting a free game on this particular website, I usually used to download it. Now, if you're showing a kid a chocolate, he'll definitely take it, right? Just like that, I used to ignore all those warnings, click on OK, next, 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 finish, download the game, and just waiting for the game to start. You invested a lot of efforts into it, right? Waiting for it to download because back then internet speed and how it was very critical process. Just
And it
waiting for
won't
the
start.
device to start. Yeah, it won't start. It sometimes it used to start. It's not like it won't start because it, that was clubbed with a malware. So
Mm.
software used to be original. I've played games. I know I remember that.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, my device used to slow down. There used to be unnecessary pop-ups on my device. So if you open
I
a
don't know.
browser, it used yeah.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say like I don't know if it's like particularly any software I or like game anything I downloaded, but I've tried to watch movies illegally, like like just try to use some kind of like websites that's not legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, and it would just like pop up bunch of ads. I would just like cross into, and it would give pop up like bunch of things like, oh, open this thing and you will win this and that. Like I would never open it. Like, is that some kind of like Trojan, would you say, or that's a virus?
That is a Trojan.
Trojan.
That okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something like you download. I just wanted to watch a movie from a website. I'm not like
Mm-hmm.
downloading, but like I'm just like streaming, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So even if it gives like bunch of pop-ups and all of that, like I would just like close it like instantly, like command Q. Um is so that would be a Trojan also.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Have any one of you performed any front-end development or any have you written any programs? Just a general question. Because if not, I'll tell you there is a way that let's say there is a pop-up created like this. Okay, I'm the one who's writing a front-end program. I'm constructing a program to display a pop-up on the screen. Okay, it's a simple program. So this pop-up will have two things. Okay, and the other one that you get is cancel, right? I'm using my mouse, so
Perfect.
cancel. Yeah, something like this. Okay, there is some message written here. You get an option like this, okay and cancel. What if I write a program that will swap this, that when you click on
Mhm.
cancel, it will proceed. When you click on OK, it will
Okay.
cancel.
Yes.
It's another way to trick the users. I'm just changing the name of my button, but at the back end, what it is doing, if you click on cancel, automatically your,
Yeah, they
you know,
like they just
Malware
changing
that
bunch of
okay.
codes.
hmm,
It's just a button, like it there might be bunch of different codes behind it.
yes. So it will download malware if I click on cancel. So
Hmm.
it's better not to visit such websites. Avoid using such website because legitimate website won't allow it to run on their sites, right? So protection against Trojan can be using antivirus. It can give you an extra layer of protection. You can download software from official websites. Do not fall in the trap of free softwares. Always verify your attachments which you get in your emails because that can also be a Trojan. If the email is coming from someone fake and you click on that download button, again you're inviting a Trojan into your system, right? You should not do that. And later on, mobiles applications that I discussed, use your Play Store, use original because there is also websites which can help you download free content. I am not sure, I haven't used it personally, but I have seen it. People, they use a software to watch Netflix movies. I've seen that
Hmm.
software because
Yeah,
they
they
don't want
just
to pay
use
for
their
subscription.
yeah, they just change their VPN or something and then they watch the movies.
Yes, changing VPN and all is fine, but you are allowing that application to sit on your device, right? On
Hmm.
your mobile phone. Why? Because you don't want to pay for subscription. That can be again a Trojan. So pirated softwares, any cracks, crack downloads. It's called APK file software that is
What
installed
does
on your
APK
device.
stand for?
It mostly shows in when you download the games, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So APK is nothing but Android package file.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So
it
what
sits
about
on
the
your device.
uTorrent, sir? We
Which
used
one?
to download the movie from uTorrent.
It's a torrent. The
Okay.
movie that you're downloading that used to have multiple files attached with it, right? A README
Yeah.
file,
We used
then
to do a
PDF
lot
file.
of, we used to download a lot
Ah,
of movie from there.
yes, I still do it. So I
Yeah.
know there are a lot of
Yeah,
files coming with it,
if I
right?
was in Nepal, I used to do that thing, but when I started living in the United States, everything we can buy in subscription, but in Nepal we cannot buy in subscription. So I used to
Hmm.
download a lot of movies.
Yeah. But after downloading, have you observed that like any game or any movie that something is wrong on your device? It's just getting slow
Yeah, it's
day
just
by
getting
day.
slow. Yeah, it's getting slow
Ah,
by day by day.
Those are the effects of Trojan.
Hmm.
So finding that file where it is sitting, uninstalling it, or else performing format, that is the only
And
solution
laterally they
which is
started
available.
hitting so much after that.
Yes, device started heating up, or it just keeps on showing unnecessary pop-ups. And even if you click on that pop-ups, it does not disappear.
No, it's like
I've
an
faced.
extension, something like that, or like it's like you're using this extension. Like, can you close or something like that? It gives the message like that.
It's like a exe file that is getting downloaded and executing automatically on your device once you download these fake softwares. So how it can impact your CIA, if you remember the CIA thing, confidentiality. If the Trojan sits on your device, what will happen? It will steal your data. So it's not confidential anymore. Okay. For integrity, it can modify files. Trojan can modify files. And availability, slowing down of system, eventually crashing down, installing some malware or software or any other ransomware, allowing other malwares to enter into your device and as an entry point. So this can also affect availability of your device. When you want to start your device, you want to do some legitimate work, you won't be able to do that because of a Trojan. Okay. So in order to spread a virus, it is hidden inside a file. Worm, it is spreading by itself. Trojan, it is pretending to be something useful. Clear all three categories here? Want me to repeat anything? Trojan, malware, virus, anything that you see on screen. If you want me to repeat, let me know.
Can you give just maybe one example of each? Trojan, I understood the example, but virus and worm, can you give one example each, please?
Okay. Um, a real-time example, there is no real-time example of these things because that is just a program created. Now, for example, you're typing a piece of code. You can save it with any name, right? Saraswati dot py. It can be a Python file, right? Bhushan dot exe. It can be a exe file. So no matter what, it's just a program. It's just a code that is being executed. So a proper example, I would say, for worm, something which is self-replicating. Now, mm, examples. I can relate it to
Just
attacks, but
name if you know
mhm.
like a name of the virus or the worm. Just
Have you heard of Melissa virus?
sorry, can you repeat that?
Melissa virus. In 1999, there was a virus named Melissa that used to be received through Microsoft Word document. You note this thing down. I'll type it here. You read more about it. Okay, Melissa. Melissa. I am sure this is the right name. Melissa virus. That was a virus which used to get delivered with Microsoft Word. This is an example of virus. What used to happen is when users they used to open this Microsoft Word, virus used to get activated. So this is one example. For worms, there are so many examples. WannaCry, one of the most famous example for worm. I believe it was 2016 or 17. I think 2017. WannaCry software. One of the most famous examples of worm.
So you were not audible when you when you said the name of it, sorry.
Uh, am I audible now? Can you hear me
Yeah,
clearly?
it was breaking it when you
Yeah.
said.
Melissa virus.
Yeah, I got
So
that. Mhm.
this was, I think, back in 1990s somewhere before 2000. So this virus, what it used to do is, um, any Word document, Microsoft Word document, when you just click on that, if that virus is sitting on your device, it used to get a help from user by clicking Microsoft Word. That virus used to get activated like an entry point. You're opening the door for attackers. Melissa virus. This is the example of WannaCry, Trojan. Sorry, not Trojan, a worm. So WannaCry is one of the most famous examples. You can read more about these examples. Nobody usually asks this in interview, but just giving you a real-time example. These are the cases.
Yes, yeah, just for
Trojan you
understanding.
can,
I
Mhm.
understood. Thank you.
Yeah, Trojan you can keep anything if you want. Antivirus, any fake softwares from websites. I'll write it here if you want. Some fake softwares. Any fake software. Something like Adobe, or it can be any game. It can also be any mobile application downloaded from fake websites, okay? Not from your Play Store. And these are examples of Trojan.
I just have a question or a remark.
Mhm,
So let's say like for worm, sorry,
mhm,
like I kind of understand it, but like somewhere like I'm still like confused. Let's say like
mhm.
WannaCry, right? Like it was a malware, like worm malware. So for somebody to like spread it, like did they have to have it on their system and they connected to a network, and whoever else was connected to the network, like did it spread through the person who was connected to that, or like um how else would it
Yes,
like just okay, so like one person had to have it connected to the network and it just like spread it whoever was like connected to it.
yes. If a vulnerable
Okay.
space is found, that malware or that entry gate is that is something like an entry gate to the attacker, right? It's like a
Okay.
vulnerability. So if attackers they find vulnerability in a network on a device, they just try to install it once, then it keeps on spreading, because at the end of the day this is a software. Softwares
Okay.
cannot
Okay.
automatically get downloaded, right? If you visit
Uh-huh.
any website, if you um, download something, click on something, only then that software will get installed, right? Once that is
Yes.
done, then it is self-replicating.
Hmm.
That is the category.
Okay, now it's more clear. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions on these three? Virus, worm, Trojan? If not,
Noted.
let's move on to the next category. Another famous one, ransomware. Should not be some. Sorry for that spell. Ransomware. You might have heard this term,
Yes.
ransomware.
I've heard about ransom. It's about like
Mhm,
where you ask for money um in return of something.
mhm. That's right.
Yeah.
Is it
So I'm
always money?
guessing like or like some kind of information that you're wanting,
Mhm.
could be anything that
Could
the
be
other person, yeah,
money, information. What else can be a ransom?
company secret.
Mhm. Company secret is a information only, right?
Threat. What about threat?
Threat, yes, threat can be a ransom. Can political agenda be a ransom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's understand this
Mm.
as one of the most important malware in today's world. Recently, there have been so many cases
Mm.
during COVID time, especially because it can affect any individual devices, your school, banks, any government companies. So, starting with ransom. What is a ransom? Ransom is like, um, I'll give you an example. Let's say you open your door of your house, you try to open the door of your house, but every room is locked,
Mm.
and you find a note there. There is something written on that door, or it is just coming out of, it's just sliding out of that door. In order to open this door, you need to pay some money. Slide it under the door, only then we'll open it from inside. What is this? They are asking for ransom,
Ransom.
right? So simple definition here, there is something called as encryption or locks. Do you know, have you heard of this term encryption?
Yes, it's like
So
security,
yes,
hiding, trying to
hiding,
hide the information for security.
correct. For those who don't know what is encryption, encryption means, let's say this is your data. I'll type hi. Okay. This is a data in plain text. Whenever you are communicating with other devices on internet in nowadays, we don't transmit this data in plain text. Instead, we encrypt it. It can be something like at the rate 1, 2, H, Y, something like this. So your plain text gets converted into something gibberish and then it is transmitted on the network. So even if attackers they catch this information or they hack this, they'll see this text. They won't see what is the message being sent. They'll see something gibberish. That is called encryption.
Mhm.
Locking. Okay, they just lock it. Locking of your original information. Now, in ransomware, what attackers do, they'll lock your information. They'll encrypt your information. And once that information is encrypted, they'll ask you for some files, some sensitive information, money. Agenda can be anything. They just want to keep your data as a hostage until and unless the demand is completed. Once that demand is completed, they'll give you the key to decrypt that information. Now imagine if I'm working in a multinational company, something like Microsoft or maybe BNY, it can be TCS, any company. Somewhere an employee downloaded a malware, okay,
Mm.
and it is a ransomware. Now there are servers, there are client sensitive information in these companies, right? What if I get hold of that information and I try to encrypt it? Only I will have the key to decrypt it. I'll call these companies. I'll tell them you need to withdraw your project or you need to send me XYZ amount of money. If you do that, only then I will decrypt your sensitive information
Mm.
or else I'll make it public. So who's at stake here? Imagine this situation. If you are in a security team, if you are in that CEO position,
Mm.
you will be frightened. You will be scared, right? That client's information is getting out in the public. Will that client trust you again?
No.
No. So what you do, you either pay the ransom or you should have backup. But even if you have backup, will ransomware be effective? What if there are cruel intentions? What if he is the attacker? He's double bluffing you. He might take ransom from you and he might make it public,
Yeah.
right? So any situations can come up in this. So to understand ransom, there is just a demand. Okay, your data is kept hostage. Ransom means it is a demand for release using a software. So software that is demanding money, that is ransomware. How it works is same way. Malware is downloaded on your device. It can be through any email or maybe fake download, Trojan, anything. As soon as that victim he will open that file, that malware gets activated. And that ransomware searches your computer for documents, photos, sensitive information, PDFs, Excel file, anything, and it will encrypt it. If it is encrypted, it will become unreadable for the real user. If even if they double click on it, use different softwares to open that file won't open up. It becomes like a software. It becomes like a file which is password protected. And then you see a note by attackers. Your file has been encrypted. You have to pay XYZ amount in the given time, or else your data is public. It is dangerous because it can crash your computers, it can lock your sensitive information. During COVID time, ransomware was very famous
Mm.
because it used to steal your data as well as it used to encrypt your data. And even after paying money, some data have you heard of Sony attack? Sony Pictures attack. I think that was
Yes, I
2014.
heard of that leakage of the
Yes.
movie. Yeah.
Which movie was that? I think Sony Pictures, right? Take this as an assignment. Read more about it and let me know tomorrow. Sony attack. I think that was Jurassic Park or some famous movie was there. I'm just not getting that name in my mind. I think it was in 2014. That Sony attack. There was an attack on this company. They were asked to pay ransom. Some South Korea, I believe, group, they performed this attack. They later took the responsibility of it, that they performed it because of some political agenda.
Yeah, the movie was The Interview. And
Interview.
yeah,
Mhm.
and it was from North Korea, attacked by a hacker.
North Korea. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I thought South Korea. North
I
Korea.
think
Yeah,
it was from North
something. Yeah. Later on, that group, they took the responsibility of it. So take this as an assignment and read more about Sony attack. Was it 2014?
Yes, 2014.
Yes. Yeah,
Korea.
yeah. I got that right. So read more about it, how exactly it happened, and what was it. It's an interesting story. How exactly, from what I know, I'll tell you that story tomorrow. You just read through it first. Okay, let's compare the answers, and then from what I have heard, what I remember 10 years back, I'll tell you that story. Okay, take that as an assignment. Sony Pictures attack in 2014.
Mhm.
Okay, so clear on wallpaper, sorry, ransomware,
Yes.
how it enters your system, can be phishing, can be Trojans, any unpatched softwares, any weaknesses, maybe weak passwords, anything, any vulnerability that is found on your system, it can enter into your system. Okay, now let's jump on to the next category, which is spyware. What does the name suggest? Spyware.
It sounds like a software that is installed to like spy on you or like get your information
Mhm.
basically. That's what I'm getting from the name itself.
Yes. What does a spy do? Have you seen any recent movies related to spy?
It runs silently in the background and it continuously collects the information.
Yeah,
Correct.
they just follow you and like collect the information about what you're doing, like all your activities, basically.
Mhm.
Like
Any famous?
raw,
Hmm?
like raw.
Like a Raw? Okay. Raw is an example. What else? Have you seen those? I'm just relating it to both Bollywood, Hollywood. Tom Cruise movies. Which is that
Yes.
movie? Mission
Mhm.
Impossible.
Spy. Yeah.
Spy movie. Uh, Salman Khan movies. Tiger Zinda Hai.
Mhm.
Tiger. Recently there has been Dhurandhar,
Yes.
right? All are spy movies. What do a
Mhm.
spy, what does that spy do? They disguise themselves as something being a part of that country, and then they try to collect information about a specific, um, you know, they have an agenda that they
Agenda.
need
Mhm.
information about something. Also, multiple functionalities that a spy can have is they can follow you wherever you go. or they'll just keep an eye on you, who you meet, who you talk to, what you buy, what you sell, what you say. So someone is keeping an eye on you 24/7. Sometimes it is creepy, it is uncomfortable. Same way, this category of malware software, what it does is it will secretly monitor a user. It will collect information about him without their knowledge. So a software that spies on you, that is a spyware. A simple definition. Is the goal of this spyware to lock your files, to spread it everywhere, to damage your device? No. What is the main goal of this malware? To gather information about the target. Information can be anything, your password, your browsing history, maybe emails, credit card information, banking information, anything. So again, you can get it from any malicious website or you clicking on the link. Depend what the attacker has designed that. It's just a category. Your banking records can be monitored if those spywares are sitting on your device. They are quiet, they are silent, they don't make noise, they don't show pop-up on your device. They're sitting there quietly doing their work. As soon as you connect to the internet, they might start working, they'll monitor your activities, what you're doing, what tabs you're opening, what history you're searching on your browsers, send it to the attacker. But this information collection can take days, weeks, months of time. Depends. Okay, so whenever you see any unusual network activity happening, you see a computer is slowing down, some browser changes are happening, your battery is draining faster than usual. This can be some of the spyware effects. I have seen a case, therefore I'm telling you, later on it was identified that there is a malware on the device. My friend's phone, um, he used to visit a website. I won't name that website. Let's say XYZ website. Okay. After visiting that website, later on, he came to know that his battery or his phone battery, it started to drain faster than usual. Also, sometimes his front camera used to start automatically. So he had to, give a complete reboot, complete format to that device. Later on, he got rid of that malware. All the files were deleted, complete OS was, everything was deleted and information was scrambled. So all the information, something like photos, his gallery, banking details, applications, all these details were taken by the attacker. Nobody will like it, right? They are using their mobiles and automatically the front camera starts even without knowing. This can be very, very sensitive because you know where you carry your phones, right? It's in your hand day in, day out.
So how does this install in our devices, the spyware?
Fake websites. Go on fake websites, download anything randomly. Entry gate will be same, just like other malwares. This also has the same entry gate. Depend what it is created. Is it created for performing ransomware or is it created for? It's just a piece of code doing some functionality. So it can function like ransomware. It can function like spyware. It depends on the attacker. Therefore, it is recommended. Now, I have 8+ years of experience. Therefore, I'm telling you, uh, learning this category is one thing. How about like in future, it's too early for you right now, but you can also develop your own malwares. You can do that. So learning about scripting, learning about Python, PowerShell, it is recommended. Down the line, if you are interested, you can do such stuffs, interesting stuffs, creating your own malwares, your own Trojans. Therefore, these attackers, they are pro in these things. They are they are nerds, right? They know how to write a piece of code easily. Anyways, is this category clear? Spyware?
Yes.
Okay. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask questions, okay? Next category. We'll take one or two more categories and then we'll stop on this part. Okay. Next one we have is keylogger. What does the name suggest? Keylogger.
It's
You're on
like
mute
to
if you're
me,
speaking.
it occurs to me like
Huh?
opening a lock with a key, or
Opening a lock
maybe
with a
creating a
Mhm,
key to um,
mhm.
some confidential information.
No.
Keyloggers maybe entering into your system.
Entering into your system. No, not a
Mm.
right definition. Has there been a case where you're traveling maybe in metros or someone is sitting next to you, you don't know that person and he's constantly looking into your device, what you're typing, what you're searching.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating, right? Just like
So,
that. Yeah.
is it something that somebody like gets the information like password or like any kind of information from like looking at somebody like just because like you said like if
hmm
anybody knows or is it I don't know like it kind of also sounds like spyware.
hmm
Like
I'll
logging
just give
information.
one word definition of this.
Okay.
You will understand the meaning. Keystrokes.
Okay.
Can you relate it now? Someone who's constantly watching what keystrokes you're typing. Imagine
So like
you're just
they are using some like applications or like in the keyboards that they can see it easily after that. Like that.
yes,
The movies sometimes they put the cameras in the screen and they just put the numbers and they see after that the lockers open. It's like that.
yes. At the end
So
of the
is
day,
it
this is malware, right?
so
Uh,
is it not a software that is like downloaded or anything that's done by a user like like not clicking on like any kind of link or anything. So it's just like the other person just because they have the information they do it just because they have the
See,
information.
malware, this is keylogger is again a type of malware. So irrespective of anything, the entry point remains the same for attackers. It can be fake websites, you clicking on something, someone delivering it on your device through any means. So these entry points will remain the same. What type of that code is structured, what type of purpose that code is having, that software is having. Based on that, we have categories. Okay. So if I'm an attacker, okay, I am the attacker and I write a piece of code that will make sure if it is delivered on Sophia's device, it will note what she types on her computer. The purpose of my code, my piece of code is to do key logging. That is a keylogger. The easiest malware type to understand based on keystrokes. So it's like it's monitoring what you're typing on your keyboard. If you're typing hello, they will write hello. If you're typing password 123, they will write password 123. Is this dangerous? It looks very dumb and lame, right? But yes, this is absolutely dangerous. That is what exactly keyloggers are supposed to do.
Um,
What if you're
so
typing a password?
so like from my understanding, is it something like they do install like some kind of malware, like some kind of malicious software in your device, but instead
Mhm.
of like to like putting in like more virus, like anything other, like they only look into your password or like critical information, like keystrokes, like whatever they're typing in. Is that
Hmm.
what it is?
Yes. See, have a look. I'll clear your doubts since they are coming up. Here is this. Hmm. This is a piece of code. I'm an attacker. Okay. I'm writing this as a piece of code. Now, when I know my target, or when I know what purpose this program is written for example, I want to monitor activities that Sophia is doing. So it can be looking at her keystrokes, it can be spying on her and then gathering the information, anything. Whatever piece of code I write, based on that, this software will act, right? So that malicious software, this is the category. These are the subcategories of it. What is the purpose of writing this code? This can be the purpose of writing that code. It can lock your system, or it can either spy on you, it can log your keystrokes, it can spread automatically, depends. Okay. And entry point of this software will remain the same. You clicking on some links, visiting fake websites, downloading something unnecessary, or something comes up with a free software, anything, entry gates will remain the same. That is just a method of delivering that malware onto your device. Okay, so the simplest category from what I can see given on the screen is right now is keylogger. Just remember keylogger equal to keystrokes. Don't get confused between spyware and keylogger. Okay, spyware is watching your activities. It can watch your browser activity, it can watch your application activity, websites that you have visited. And what is keylogger doing? It is focusing specifically on your keyboard inputs. Okay, so take a big picture in your mind. It's like a surveillance camera. Spyware is like a surveillance camera. It is monitoring every activity that you are doing. But keylogger, it is mainly angled or focused on your keyboard. What are you typing? That is a keylogger. Clear?
So, sir, I have one question. So we don't have any, I think, AI tools that create this like keyloggers, like spy applications.
They can write the piece of code, but you will have to make sure you know the delivery mechanisms, right? Even if you write a piece of code, you can get it on internet. You go on dark web, you go on a torrent, you might find a piece of code which is going to infect. Once you
Okay,
find that software, how are you going to deliver it to the next device,
exactly. Like through
right?
the mail or something like that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
it's too hard.
There there are multiple layers. Now, step one is okay, let's say you pulled that information from internet, you created your virus.
Mm-hmm.
This virus is now very harmful. It is intended to get information from the user. Second problem that you will face is how to deliver this to your target.
Yes, exactly.
Third problem will be how, after delivering that software on your target, how will that communicate back to you? That is the third challenge that you will face. Because let's say I'm your target, okay, you deliver that malware on my device, somehow you managed it. That malware should now talk back to you, right, to send the information.
Thank you. Yeah.
That is the third challenge you will face. So attackers, they know how to do it.
Yeah.
So there
The
are
first challenge is
mechanisms.
that we're gonna go to police station at the last because we don't know how to change the like locations, everything. Because
Right,
the hackers they change the IP address, so all the times they're gonna be from Australia, they can be from Canada, they're just moving everywhere. And food challenge
exactly.
is that I think, sir. Just hiding our own location.
Right. No, once you get access
Yeah.
to device, it gets easy. It's just that we will talk about phases of ethical hacking also, hacking or ethical
Okay.
hacking, how exactly that works. So I believe in second class also you can cover this topic about phases of hacking, how hacking takes place. There are 5 phases mainly. We'll talk about this later on.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now let's take one more after keylogger, adware. What does the name suggest? Adware.
Is this something like where you get advertisement on like any kind of website and you click on it and it
Correct.
downloads this? Okay.
Congratulations, you have won an iPhone. There
Thank
are.
you.
She'll be like, "Thank you. Let me click on that link." Yes, I have downloaded it. Right. That is what happens. That is adware. Simple. Now you're starting to understand the topic
Yeah.
easily, right?
Does this ad stand for advertisement, or it's
Yes.
just?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. It is advertisement. Okay. So adware is nothing but it is again a software, a malicious software that is displaying some unwanted advertisements to the users.
They attract you with you want an iPhone 17 or MacBook.
Yes.
Or
Buy
like a
this shampoo.
free
Buy this.
vacation.
Buy this shampoo. Go on a vacation. Buy this
Yes.
insurance. You'll
Mhm.
you'll benefit from it. Right. It is annoying sometimes. Absolutely. That is how adware works. It will annoy you until a point that you just want to explore it. Okay, fine. Let me see. I can see this ad everywhere. Is it a destiny or is it some karma effects that it is showing me? Some people do think it that way as well. Imagine you're browsing some website and an ad comes up. Later on, after a few days, that thing is stuck in your mind. Again, that same ad pops up. You think like Destiny wants me to, explore this insurance. Let me see what offers do I get. Should I talk to the agent? You click on it deliberately. That is what that adware is intended to do. Free video plays, free, fasten up your speed, or browser extensions, insurance, travel plans, iPhones, electronic gadgets, anything.
Like
So
speed,
again,
you're gonna give us this
yeah.
much dollars.
Yes,
Mostly Temu, I like Temu. Whenever I see the like when I go to online site to buy some things, the Temu comes always in the front.
yes,
So all in all the purpose of these hackers or attackers is a evil. You know,
yes.
the
Yeah,
intention. Their intention is bad, either to hack the system. It's some, as we said, they do by purpose. Some have some different intentions. You know, so
yes,
bad boys.
yes, always. Therefore, it is known as a malware, right?
Malware.
Malicious,
Yes,
the first word,
malicious. Yeah.
malicious. Intent can be anything, like purpose for creating that can be anything, even if they want to steal your information.
Yeah.
Stealing is a crime, right? So, end of the day, this is illegal.
Illegal.
Okay. So, any more categories do we have in how many we have covered? Adwares, keyloggers, spywares, ransom. I think major of them we have covered. There's also something called rootkits and all. One last category we'll explore and then we'll stop for today. Rootkit.
Rootkit. Hmm.
Rootkit. So let's understand what a rootkit is. Now that you know virus, worms, and everything, it will be easy for you to understand rootkit. Now, this rootkit is again a malware designed to hide itself. Okay, it is designed in such a way that it will hide itself and other malwares from users. Like, how do I craft it? Let's say its main job is to stay invisible. It should not be found very easily. It is hidden in some location where usually users they don't see it. Now, for example, I'm using my desktop or my laptop,
Mm.
and on my main screen on my desktop, if I see a application or if I see a file which is not created by me, I'll immediately delete it, right? Let's say your mobile phone, a simple example, mobile phone. You have your main screen. What if you see abc.txt sitting on that screen? You'll immediately understand, right? This is something I have not created. It is something like shouldn't be there on your device. What you will do, you'll immediately delete it. Is that what rootkit is developed for? No. The main job of rootkit is to stay invisible. It is a form of malware and it is designed so that it should stay invisible. And what does root means? Root means highest level of privileges. You have downloaded Linux, right?
Mm.
What is a root user? What is a guest user? Do you know this thing? You have installed Kali Linux, right? If I'm not wrong.
Right.
Right. So
Yes.
you get an option. You get an option to log in as main user. What username do you use there?
Kali.
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 And then we read about root too yesterday.
So when you log in as Kali, that is a normal user. But when you log
Hmm.
in as root, you get
Root.
privilege level of access.
All the
Mm-hmm.
access.
So like
Yes.
system admin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. So I'm not sure if you have observed this thing, but have you heard of this term or this command called sudo?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So when you use or when you log in as Kali as a user, you'll have to type sudo in front of the command in order to execute it, right? Sudo and then command name. Then it will
Yes.
act as an admin. So explicitly you have to mention, then you'll have to enter the password and then these things get executed.
Right.
So that is a root and normal user difference. So root means it will give you privilege level, highest level of access. It can be administrator, full control, super admin, anything like that. And kit means collection of tools.
Mm.
Root kit, collection of tools. So mix up, it is a rootkit, a collection of tools that will help attacker gain and hide powerful access.
Mm.
That is a rootkit. You have seen movies. Another, I don't know why I always jump onto movie examples because most of you see movies, even I see movies. So I'll just give you an example. Let's say a criminal he enters a shopping mall. What is the first thing that he do? Have you seen movie Dhoom movie, right?
Yes.
Famous movie or related to stealing. So once that thief he enters into some premises where he wants to, attack, first thing he will do is disable cameras. He'll disable alarms. He'll delete those security footages. We have seen it in every movie, almost every movie. Now, what is the next thing? He can do other crimes without being noticed, right? Same thing rootkits will do. It will sit on your device, it will stay silent, and with the help of other tools, it can perform activities. Kit means it is a set of tools. So sitting on your device, multiple functionalities can be carried out because of this rootkit.
So
You're
this
getting a
thing that
admin level access.
so
Yeah.
this thing that's sitting silent, it's a malware, right? So it's not an actual person doing it, but it's a program that's designed to
Yes.
do it. Okay.
Yes. Because it is a category of malware at the end of the day. So it's a program that is doing it. Is it
Um,
spreading like worm? No. Is it stealing passwords? Not necessary. Is it encrypting your files? Not necessary. What is the main purpose of this category? Hide. Save
so
yourself
what
so
does
you don't
the
get deleted.
hacker, I'm sorry, what
Hmm?
does the hacker gain from this, like just like hiding, behind like root?
You cannot delete it if it is hidden. Imagine there is a rootkit on your device, on your mobile phone, and it is performing some activities, like it is trying to hide some files, some processes, anything. I'm just getting a rootkit installed on your device. I can see all the activities you are doing. There can be multiple functionalities, right? After downloading the rootkit. Problem is you will never be able to find it. How long it is sitting on your device? Will you ever be able to notice that? 2 years, 5 years, as long as you keep that phone. If you sell that phone, it goes to the next person. It is still sitting there. So this malware becomes hidden. Antiviruses usually don't see it. That is the purpose.
So it's like main
Removing,
purpose is to just like surveillance, like not actively do anything, but just like
yes,
stay hidden and then like look out for whatever the user is doing and monitor.
yes, correct. Have you ever cheated in exam? I have done it.
Yes.
Carrying a copy with you, right?
It was
What is
more of an
that like?
online exam.
Yeah, what is that like? It's like a rootkit, right? You're carrying
Oh
something and
yeah.
you're trying to stay hidden. If your
Yes.
teacher catches you, if the invigilator he catches you, what happens? He'll
You're
remove you from
exposed.
that exam hall, right? He'll remove you from
Yeah.
the exam hall. Same thing. If user finds that, he'll delete it right away. That is how it is. Rootkits. Programmed to stay hidden. So arrival can be um, anything for this malwares. As I mentioned, the different categories, fake websites, downloads, anything. Once it is installed, it can bundle up multiple categories and then it will act accordingly.
So
That
how
file
does
that
it,
is downloaded, yeah,
yeah, I was gonna ask like how does it uh align with CIA, like confidentiality, integrity, and availability? Like confidentiality, like of course, like if it's hidden, like it can go through like all of your um private informations. Yes, like
hmm,
it's been compromised. Integrity, like they can they change your access? Like if they get the info,
yes,
if they get your information, then yes, they can log into your, I guess, your things from their own system. So integrity
yes,
like is okay, and then availability, they can make you like take you out of the system, like that can
Yes,
happen. So
hmm,
all three.
right. If they
all
have
three.
access to your root systems, if they have access to your admin, you know what an admin can do, right? He can just
Yes,
kick
Yeah.
out unnecessary users that are there. He can delete files. He can modify any content. So integrity,
Hmm.
availability, everything is at stake here.
Okay. But again, okay, now I understand because it's like hidden, like you don't really know like how a hacker like exactly hacked you.
Hmm.
So like the rootkit. Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Yeah. So now taking all this categories that are there in malware, what does virus do? Virus will infect you. What
right.
will worm do? Worm will spread itself.
Spread itself.
What will Trojan do? Trojan will be acting something like a legitimate one. He pretends to be a legitimate one. You note this thing down. Easy to remember. Virus equal to infection.
Harmful.
Worm equal to spreading,
Mm.
self-spreading. Trojan, you can say pretending to be original. Ransomware will be locking or encryption. Spyware will be watching. Keylogger will be recording. Recording what? Your keystrokes. Adware is advertisement. And rootkit is to hide. Simple.
The
Clear?
best sum up. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because all these definitions kind of same. You got confused, so
Yeah.
this is a wonderful sum up.
Yeah.
Yes,
So even
everybody
for the
should write.
revision, yeah, even
Mm.
for the revision part, if even if you go through this one word or two word definition that I just gave,
Workout.
you can
Yeah,
easily remember this
elaborate
stuff.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the one word for ransomware again?
Locking,
Okay.
encryption or locking.
Okay, and Spyra is watching,
Yes.
Yes.
and
Spyware is
Keylogger
watching.
is recording,
Recording
Adware
you.
is like advertisement, and Rootkit is like root access. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You can
Hidden.
write root
Yeah,
access
hidden.
or you can hidden,
Hidden.
hiding
Hidden.
or
Hidden.
root access.
Hiding is the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the Trojan again?
Which one?
Trojan.
Trojan.
Pretending,
Pretending to be original.
but it's not original. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, please make sure you read about Sony hack.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
take that
definitely,
as an assignment.
definitely. Yes.
We'll discuss about Sony hack in first thing in the morning tomorrow. Okay.
Sure.